This is Chris Labby, Field Services Manager up in the Farmington office. We're on a site where we deployed passive flux meters. Basically, they're 5-foot carbon-filled socks that Keith was here about a little over a month ago installing. They sat in the well a little over a month. Today, we're coming back to retrieve those back out. And we're gonna cut open an interval that we're targeting, and we're gonna sample that interval. Basically, I've been here 33 years. You what, been 25? So in 58 years, we haven't really seen anything. Have you, Keith, seen anything like this?
One of the first times using this. Pretty simple, like I said, they're absorbent socks with carbon, with an alcohol soaked, and we drop them into the well, let them sit for 4 to 6 weeks for the low permeability, so the water can flow through it, and they could give us like flows through the well so you can see what kind of movement is underground, and we'll sample it. These are all 5 foot, like Chris said, 5-foot sections. We're sampling all in the midpoint of these. After we sample them, they go off to the lab that supplied them, and they'll run their tests.
All right, let's grab this tube. So they're shipped in these tubes, and you use the same tube to retrieve them.
Yep, they have air cap seals on them, airtight cap seals on them, because you don't want any of the alcohol evaporate during shipping. Open our well. I need to get water level first to make sure it's fully submerged. If they're not fully submerged, they aren't accurate. Record our depth of water. This one's set at 7 to 12 feet, so we're good. So we're just gonna pull it, feed the rope through your sampling tube, your transport tube, so you can bring it to your sampling area. Pulling it from the top and from the bottom into our sampling tube. Here we're supposed to cap it, but we're just going straight to our sampling. So if you had a different, your sampling area is way over there or something, we'll cap it airtight so it's sealed, so you're not getting any air introduced into it. Since our sampling area is right here, we're just gonna go straight to it. We have our sampling table or tailgate here, lined with a garbage bag to prevent contamination. All right, so now we got our transport tube over to our sampling area, our sampling table with our plastic bag. We're gonna need a razor blade, scissors, your sampling jar, a little mixing tool, and a stainless steel bowl, and a tape measure. This one was set between 7 and 12 feet below grade. We're sampling from the mid bag. We're just gonna open this up, slide it out. All right, so we're gonna be sampling right from our 2.5 foot mark. So we'll place it under here. We'll use scissors to cut the mesh out of the way, razor blade to open the area up a little bit bigger so the carbon comes up easier. Here you flip it over and extract the carbon. If you're doing this on a hot day like today, you want to minimize the amount of exposure it is to the light so the alcohol doesn't evaporate. So after we have it into our bowl here, there's all our carbon. We'll just mix it with the thing for about 30 seconds to get a nice homogenized sample. Some of these you could have set them up for different intervals. So out of this 1 5-foot section, we could do 3, 4, 5 different samples, and they have little rubber stoppers between them. This one, we're just sampling the midpoint. But there are other options out there if you're looking to get precise locations of contaminants and flow. Now that we have it all mixed up well, we're just going to slide it into our jar. And we're just going to fill this jar all the way to the top with the well-mixed carbon. So now that you have a full jar, make sure the threads are clean because you want a nice airtight seal. So clean off your threads. Put your cap on nice and tight. And then we throw it in some bubble wrap because we got to ship these off to a lab so that way it prevents breakage. We got our well ID on there so they know what it is, that and on the jar. And then this will go into our cooler to keep them cool and prepare for shipping with our ice. All right, so all our waste that we have now is the excess carbon. We're putting in a bucket for right now, and then we're gonna dispose it into a drum for proper disposal. The company that sends us these passive flux meters, we have to send them back the airtight caps, and there's a weight to help to put down there. We have to send them back the bowls, the sampling equipment. We'll dispose of this here for now for go into a drum and when we're all done. And then we'll decon all this and ready for the next well.
So the difference here is that it's actually in the well over a few weeks, month and a half, and it's there catching any kind of difference, fluctuation in rain events, anything in the groundwater flow, and it's there for those few weeks absorbing any chemistry that could be in the water. It's different in the sense that you're kind of getting a number of weeks that you got a chance that you're kind of looking at the chemistry and what's going on in the groundwater table. So I do find that fascinating from that perspective.
It's a new technology. I like to see how it works. See what kind of results we get out of it, and if it's comparable to doing like other things like slug tests to get flow under the ground a lot easier. And I think that you're not going to have as much interference as you do with slug tests and everything and pulling them out. So it's a new technology that's always worth checking out. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that bell.